Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope everything is all right with you. Today let's go to page 11, reading 2, note completion. Before starting, let me ask you a couple of questions, and you try to answer these questions. Question 1. Why are people in some countries happier than in others? Well, one reason could be good health services. Question 2. What can governments do to try to make people happier? Maybe by providing good schools? Try to think of as many ideas for each question as you can. You have a couple of minutes. Okay, back to reading 2, note completion, exercise 1. Work in small groups. You are going to read a passage about Costa Rica. Before you read, look at the photos of Costa Rica on the right. What do they tell you about the country? You have 1 minute. Maybe you can say they have plenty of time for themselves and for their relationships with others. Also, the pictures show the country's strong social safety net and tight-knit communities. Okay, one extra question for you. What photos would you choose to show people's happiness in your country? You can describe them in the comments section below. Let's go to exercise 2. This is a scanning test which requires you to find names in the passage and then read around the names to find information associated with them. Now read the passage below quickly. Who are Mariano Rojas and Sama Abdullah? You have 1 minute to do this. One tip. The information you need may come before or after the name of the person. Let's check the answers. Number 1, a Costa Rican economics professor. And number 2, a researcher. Alright, one more exercise for you to practice scanning. You have 1 minute to underline the following numbers. Number 1, 3, 143, and 2008. Let's check the answers. 1 refers to Costa Rica's position on the index. 3 refers to the number of measurements. 143 refers to the number of countries on the index. And 2008 refers to when the index was created. Alright, let's go to exercise 3. Note completion. Note completion tasks test students' abilities to scan the passage for specific information. They reflect the type of reading activity that might be required on an undergraduate course of study. The words in the notes will be synonymous with words in the passage, so students will have to process the meaning of both to find the correct words to complete the notes. In other words, the task is more challenging than the ones students did in exercise 2. Exercise 3. Look at the notes below. Okay, you should use the title of the notes to find the right parts of the passage. This is scanning. Words have been italicized in the notes to help you find corresponding meanings in the passage, though this help is not given in the exam. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Is it necessary to read the whole passage carefully in order to complete the notes? The answer is no. Why not? Because the notes are about the Happy Planet Index. You needn't read parts which don't deal with that. Do you need to spend time understanding parts of the passage which don't give answers to the questions? Again, the answer is no. Now let's answer the questions in exercise 3. Question 1. What are the notes about? Find which sentences in the passage deal with this. You can pause the video to find the answers. Well, the answer is the Happy Planet Index. This is dealt with in the last 2 sentences of paragraph 1 and in paragraph 3. Question 2. Find words in the passage which mean the same as the words in italics. The words in italics are started, lists, effect, the quantity, uses, and population. Now try to find the words which mean the same as these words in italics. Alright, now let's check the answers. Started, created, lists, ranking or ranks, effect, impact, the quantity, how much, uses, consumes, and population, citizens. Let's go to exercise 4. Now complete the notes. Choose one word or a number from the passage for each gap. Focus on the instructions. I will ask you 2 questions. How many words or numbers can you use? The answer is 1. Can you use a word and a number? No. If you could, the instructions would say and or a number. Before completing, make sure you copy the words exactly from the passage. One tip. In order to reinforce the idea that you don't need to read and understand the whole passage to deal with the task, cover paragraph 2 while you are completing the notes. Now you may start. Okay, let's check the answers. Number 1, 2008. Number 2, 143. Number 3, environment. Number 4, resources. Number 5, health. And number 6, citizens. Alright, now take a look at the exam advice. Note completion. Read the title of the notes first and find the right place or places in the passage. Carefully read the parts of the passage which deal with the key ideas in the questions. The answers may not come in passage order. And let's go to exercise 5. Which of these things do you think are important in making people happy and which are not so important? And why? Being healthy, earning a lot of money, having a good education, having good relationships, living in a beautiful place. You may share your ideas in the comments. I'm looking forward to that. And what other things are important? Again, tell me in the comments. That's all for today. I hope this video has been useful and informative. Thank you for watching and please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Take care.